Now, during the summer months, you usually go to the beach to sunbathe or take a dip in the sea. You don't usually go for the artwork. But earlier this series, we discovered one beach in Kent which was slightly different. Here's Emma Thomas.
Dymchurch on the coast of Romney Marsh in Kent. It's known for its long sandy beaches, usually kept looking pristine by the tide. But today there are strange geometrical shapes spreading across the sand, looking like they've arrived from another planet. However, they're all the work of this man. Earlier in the day, I joined Jon Foreman on his way to his unusual job.
So this is your daily commute into work?
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky because it's just a really calm stroll, you know, not stuck in traffic or anything like that.
He's arriving armed with only some rakes and a piece of string.
So do you have a plan in your head?
Sometimes I will plan it because I need to fill the space, and it has to be minimal enough for me to have time to get it done. So if it's too detailed, I won't be able to fill the beach.
Jon Foreman is a sand artist, and this is his canvas for today.
Do people think it's strange that you're a sand artist?
On my walks to the beach, when I'm just carrying a rake, I think I get some strange looks, you know, some funny questions here and there. I think I'm going gardening down the beach.
Drawing pictures into the sand is part of a category of art known as land art, which uses natural materials. Jon was taught it at art college, and he has followed his interest ever since. He was here for 11 days for the Jam on the Marsh festival in Dymchurch, showcasing his work.
All forms of land art are therapeutic, but sand drawing is very therapeutic.
And can you just talk me through what's this piece about?
Well, for me, art doesn't really need a meaning, you know? Like, I create so often. If I had a meaning for every single one, it would become forced after a certain amount of time. You know, forcing a meaning on an artwork doesn't do it any favours sometimes, you know? You do get the odd person here and there who think I'm sort of interfering with nature, but I think it's the complete opposite. I think I'm working with nature to create something new.
But being a sand artist isn't as lonely as you might think. A whole load of children from a local school have come down to learn about his work.
So, are you ready to have a go? Yeah! Done any designs? No? Right. Well, you're going to have to wing it today. If you wanted to do petals or spikes or something, yeah? So you start on one side. And then you go to the opposite side so that you can line it up with that one, yeah?
After Jon's tutorial, the kids have a go doing their own sand drawings.
Can I have a chat with you?
Of course you can!
Oh, thank you. OK, so how are you finding it, girls?
It's very interesting actually, because we can make lots of stuff just out of our own blank minds, and we don't, and our imagination. Yeah.
Are these characters? This reminds me of Captain America.
It is.
The children are excited about their work being seen in such a public place.
Oh my god! Oh my god, we're going to be famous!
You've got a lot of seaweed going on here. It's awesome.
But it's time for the kids to leave and for Jon to get back to work, and the clock is ticking.
Sometimes I have to really race against it, you know, because it starts coming in and I'm not finished. I've got to really go for it then and try and get it done in the time. I've got these little pattern bits that I've just done, And I've been lining it up with each of these three, the ones that point to the centre. So then they're evenly spaced, and then I can work in between those then to make it more full and more detailed. So I'm just finishing this one off, and then I'll start working in between.
How do you get them evenly matched?
Practice, I think, is the only answer to that. Sort of muscle memory in a sense as well. And also, surprisingly, what you do sometimes, particularly with long lines, is you're listening to the sound of the rake. Then you'd be listening to how long it's in the ground for, so that if I had to repeat that line next to it or next to it after that, or somewhere else, then I would know how long I'd been doing it. But it's very rough, you know, it's just a part of how it helps you.
What happens if you make a mistake?
You just do that.
Easily sorted.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
If only everything in life was that easy, that'd be great.
if it's a really long line that you've messed up with like a complex design, then it'd take a really long time to rub it out.
So the day comes to a close and the sculpture is finished. But the inevitable is about to happen. The tide is coming in and it's about to wipe out all the work he's done throughout the day. Nothing will be left of his endeavours.
Do you think it's a shame that it just washes away?
No, I actually really enjoy watching it disappear, because at that sort of halfway point, when it's half covering it, it sort of looks like it's coming out from underneath the waves, which is really nice. I really like it. So it's not like I don't have a result, I've got the photographs.
So the fruit of Jon's labour is sinking beneath the waves. But it's not a problem, because tomorrow brings a new day, a new low tide, and a new blank canvas.
Emma Thomas reporting. Now,